Join Dalton and Jacob as they discuss the ever-changing world of trading card games. TCG Buzz starts now.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dalton, back at it again with the most favorited and most least favorited.
Why is this a thing?
Because it's true.
Oh,
Jacob!
man, you're picking on me. I'm getting over a cold still, so like I'm kind of today.
I'm not picking on you. I'm trying to pick you up. You know, the favorite ginger of Buddyfight
and from 6 stories.
And the least favorite.
We're talking about New World Chaos today.
New World Chaos. Introduce some more support to some of the Chaos 3. Obviously, Wisdom's deck as well. Not too much for auto deities, but let's be real.
You know,
they don't need more support as of the moment.
We already did our review of Driven to Disorder, and that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
But wasn't that the climax booster for X? Doesn't climax usually mean, you know, the end, the grand finale?
Climax just means it's the climax. It's the peak.
Oh,
that doesn't mean...
it's like the pittering off afterwards. You know, you did your business, and then
you're
it's just like...
all right, now we're falling off the map type deal. But yes, the New World Chaos basically supports the Chaos, Magic, Legend, Dragon, I guess Darkness Dragon, Star Dragon, even though they got like 4 cards. What else?
There's a lot of
danger, you know,
random support, but it's primarily Chaos support.
Yes.
But also with the English version, you know, we also get all of the 5-world builder cards thrown in, and
and then Bushi had to go around and make me hate myself, and made 2 specialty secret packs just for the New World builders.
Because of course they did. Bushi loves special secret packs. It's the new thing for them right now.
I want all the spell ones.
So I don't know. Do you want to almost like cut it into 2 parts and talk about the 5-world stuff first?
No.
Nah, you just want to go by world,
man.
Why change? No shaking it up today.
Never, man. You never like want me to change it up.
All right.
Let's start off with the no world or dual worlds. I'm going to start off with Chaos Gear because, of course, Chaos gets a better draw spell, and
because that's what we needed to make the game nice and healthy. A card that lets Chaos draw up to 4 cards.
Whew. It's too powerful. Please nerf. It's already too strong. I'm sure you do discard a card afterwards, but oh wow, I discarded 1 card out of the 4, so I basically drew 3.
And let's remember, this works for all Chaos decks. So, generic Chaos, mini Gear Gods, auto deities.
Oh
no. It's really good.
Oh, it's too scary. Please nerf. Please
and,
nerf.
What is it? I think it's a double?
It's a double rare.
That's pretty good for a double rare. There is also that one other advantage gaining card. What is it? Chaos Millennium?
Yeah, something like that.
I prefer the Millennium.
Because I know it grabs from drop zone, then if you have 2 or more, gauge 2. Yeah, and then if you have 3 or more, is it gain 1 life or 2 life?
2 life.
2 life?
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's basically a Drago Succeed without...
I think it will see a lot of play in generic Chaos, not much in the other decks. Maybe.
I could see it's worked into auto deities just because...
Just because auto deities like advantage.
Yeah, they like advantage, but really just to bring back some of the cards. Because, like with Christian, you know, he only runs that 1 evil sword, so if it's in the drop, he kind of screwed.
Right.
Kind of.
What else for Chaos only support? I know you got a couple cards you really like.
No, that was the only card I can talk about.
Oh.
Sure, the mini Gear Gods are with Rainbow being probably the best one.
Yeah, I'd say
Rainbow Privilege, baby.
Rainbow's actually pretty good. The rest are
kind of meh. Black, even though he's really brown.
We see what you did there, Bushi.
You clever people. He's good. Kind of. He does get rid of what are the other 2? Is it red and purple?
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems right. Red and purple. He basically replaces them because he's any card instead of being specific like the other two, which might be nice with my numbers. But otherwise, and then, yeah, I guess you got pink too, but.
And
yeah.
Also included in the no world category are dual world cards here.
I said no world or dual cards.
And there are a couple, they're all from 5 world. Nothing too special, but there are 2 really good reprints in it. You've got Hiding Bomber, which isn't run that often in.
I thought you said really good reprints.
It is a good reprint, just because the old one was still.
It's a meh.
It was pricey and hard to find. So.
It was a meh. When it came out, yes, I would agree with you. It's a fantastic card. But now, with such high defenses, now it's like so lackluster. Unless Bushi all of a sudden drops defenses and stuff.
And then the other one, which is probably the big one.
Sky Dragon Divinity.
Really good card in Ancient World, in Guardians, and in Dragon World.
You gave Dragon World draw. Yeah. That was your first mistake, Bushi.
It's a good card, and I'm glad to see a reprint of it because
it needed one. It definitely needed one. I don't know. I guess Hiding Bomber's not too bad. When we first found out about 5 World Builders, I was really excited about it, but then as the meta grew, it kind of became lackluster. But it's nice to have that reprint. Don't get me wrong. It's nice to have it. It's nice to have it. What's next? Danger? No.
Ancient.
I really just got one card, and it's for Christian, really. The new Dual Jaeger. I forget his full name.
Would you like me to pull it up?
Well, of course. Come on now.
Let's see. It is.
With an excellent deep sea blue.
Searing Taiko Chief Dual Jaeger.
Oh, it's fantastic. And what is it? Put the top 2 cards of deck into Soul, pay 3 gauge as its call cost.
Pretty sure Taiko is the name of those drums. You know, like the traditional Japanese drums. Don't quote me on that, but I think so.
And then first skill, if you have 5 or more size 3 Dragon Chiefs, or just the size 3s in general, he gains +1 crit and penetrate. And then counter skill, that's not once per turn. Discard a size 3 from hand and stand this card.
If you can
It's another deck for Dragon Chief Emperors after they just got another new deck.
If you can get a lot of them into your hand, it's like GG.
Right. And then on top of that, you have, what's the Dual Jaeger standard? From the original Secret.
That one spell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the name of it.
Can't think of it, but yep, you can have that in there too. Oof.
Oof.
Oof, oof, oof.
So I have at least one Ancient World card to talk about.
Is it a size 0?
Yeah.
Icon.
Invincible Bonds, Ricky and the Raging Spirits. Which, first of all, Ricky and the Raging Spirits kind of sounds like a band name. So
Ricky and the Raging Spirits. Ricky and the Okay.
Size 3 Raging Spirit. Yes, more Raging Spirit support. Sure, I had to wait almost a year since its Japanese release to get it, but I appreciate it nonetheless. 3/1/1. Now, what's really cool about it is this. It's not just for Raging Spirits. Like, I love when I get Archetype only support for my decks, but I know it sucks when other decks are waiting for their support and they don't get it.
Wild Dragons.
So it's cool to get something so generic that every deck in Ancient World will like. If you would call a size 3 Ancient World monster, the gauge cost written on its call cost is reduced by 1.
Which is nice.
And it's got lifelink 1.
Yeah, who cares about lifelink?
Yeah, who cares about lifelink?
It's going to be scary with Dual Seeger.
Especially with Dual Seeger XL, getting into the higher forms for 1 gauge less can get very scary. Oof. Raging Spirits can have a very good time with that.
Yeah. What else?
Maybe.
I guess Wild Dragons, but...
I mean, the big ones are Seeger and Raging Spirits themselves.
Until we get a new Wild Dragon boss card. That's good. I think there was a new Wild Dragon in this, but it's okay.
But yeah, he's a really good card. Plus,
definitely.
There are some ways to search out size 0s, which are kind of neat. But yeah, just good, solid support, and I don't know any Ancient World player who's not happy to have it in the toolbox of support. No. I suppose one more while we're at it. I'll throw a shout out to that one new spell, the Dragon Chief Emperor Defense spell. It's really good. You may cast this card when a size 3 monster on your field is being attacked, nullify the attack, and gain a gauge.
Don't you have to put the top card of deck in to drop first?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
And it's not too good.
Okay.
Well, they want that mill.
Right.
They want that mill, but
All right.
still not too bad. What's next? What's next?
Danger.
Oh, gosh dang time. First card on my list, even though I didn't write down any of their facts, I just wrote down their names, is Last Droid Dragolem Dalamando. Dolomando? I do know his static ability is basically allowing all of your Dugolems can't be rested, and I believe their effects can't be nullified.
Nope. Just rested.
Just rested? Yeah, I just trying to make
up.
it better. Then it's Overkill, pay 1 gauge.
Yep. During main phase.
Well, of course, it's always during main phase. It'd be too busted if you could do it during attack phase. And that's about it.
For this turn, when a dual golem on your field attacks, destroy a card on your opponent's field and deal 1 damage. Yeah. And he's got Move, Penetrate, Soul Guard.
Oh, the basics. Cool.
Also, he has 4 crit natively, which is kind of ridiculous.
Well, to be fair, the last Dragolem also had native 4 crit. It's only the OG that's at 3, but he also technically puts himself at 4 with his passive skill. But
all right, next.
I like it just because it's another Dragolem, but, you know. Next, we got Weapon of Destruction, Dragoon. Ooh.
Dragoon.
Ooh, it's a spicy meatball. All of my Danger Roll cards are the size 2s, obviously. With Dragoon, what's its overkill? It deals with the weapon, I know that.
I'm trying to pull it up.
Faster!
Overkill. Pay a gauge during your main phase.
Oh, no, I can get
Choose a monster on your field, and for this turn, give it Penetrate. And its attack cannot be nullified if it's attacking alone.
What's its, does it have a passive skill?
Let's see. If you have an item equipped, this card's size is reduced by 1.
That's what it was. That's the...
So it becomes a size 1.
Size 1.
With 3 crit, 10,000 power, 5,000 defense, and Chaos power. At the beginning of each player's attack phase, destroy the monster on your opponent's left or right. Monsters. So it's a Danger World Asmodai as well.
Yes, it's powerful. I like.
Oh, how times have changed.
And then lastly is Chaos Gargolem, the new Wallish of sense for the dual golems. Basically, it has Soul Guard, and then I believe each time it attacks, you put the top card of your deck into its soul.
Yep.
And then during your opponent's turn, you can destroy it to nullify an attack.
Yep.
It's kind of broken, but of course we have soul removal, so.
Yep, soul removal.
Kind of limited.
Soul removal, the great balancer of Buddyfight.
For now, until it gets more busted. That's all I have for Danger World. Was there anything that you saw in Danger World that intrigued you?
If you guys are wondering, in my opinion, basically anytime Danger World gets support, that's really cool for people who play Danger World, because I do not play Danger World ever. I've tried many a time. It's just not my thing.
Yeah,
and let's move on to one sad state of affairs, Darkness Dragon World.
And now Dragon World, correct?
Yeah. In summary.
But to be fair with Darkness Dragon World, I did also tuck you into one of the cards.
Yeah, I do actually like one of them after reading it over and, working out some fun plays you can do with it. Corrosion Code 666, is that the one? Yeah.
Yes.
So its second skill is when you're Infinity the Chaos Infinite, I'm going to read it that way, attacks, destroy a monster in your opponent's field. No one getting that skill off. We don't care. It's not even that good of a skill.
But it's its first skill that really sold it for you.
Callous Corrosion. When this card enters the field, put the top 2 cards of each player's deck into the drop zone, and put the top card of your deck into the gauge for each monster among them.
Realize it works on both or all 4 cards that have been discarded.
So if all 4 are monsters, you're gaining 4 gauge. And my comment on it was, if you're playing this in Neo's Y, it's a guaranteed minimum of 2 gauge.
Is it even Neo's Y anymore? It almost feels Ancient's Y, man.
But this is a Darkness Dragon World card.
I know, Ancient Darkness Dragon World's Y.
But this won't replace Ball, but if you're running like the Prism Dragon that
gains you 3 gauge or something.
2 gauge on enter.
Yeah, it's probably
or on kill or whatever. I forget. You're gonna replace it with this.
Yes, definitely. Obviously, probably just running 2 copies or so, but still nice to have that extra gauge gain.
Now, I don't see that much use for it in, like, standard Black Dragons aren't going to run it if you're trying to run a size 3 build, sure.
Yes, I know I'm going to run a size 3 build. But milling-wise, probably as well, if people still run that version of Black Dragons.
Yeah, some people do. Dragons. Some people do. Their names are Dalton.
No, that's size 3. There's no difference.
All right, Dragon World.
Dragon World. Whew. My boys back, boys. We got Drum Bunker Dragon 14th. Whew. Basically, similar stats to, was it OG? Very close to OG.
OG was 525.
It's close to OG, but it also has Penetrate, and then its skill. Shoot, what's its skill?
I don't see him.
How do you not see him? He looks like a father.
I'm looking for him. Look, there he is. When this card deals damage to your opponent, destroy a card on your opponent's field.
Yes.
One of the easiest destroy a card abilities in the game.
Yes. And it's also quite nice because it's just any card, so set dragons. We got y'all impacts in check now.
Yeah, like he's a great evolved version of base form drum, which is something I wouldn't say I'd want to see, but like now that we got it, it's pretty cool.
Yes. I'm just happy because now I can just add it to the drum line.
Now, what's funny is when you said my boy's back, I thought you were talking about Blue Dragon Shield because that's getting reprinted in this, and I'm like, yep, so good. They reprinted it like 4 times, and we still need more.
Yeah, they reprinted it like 6 times.
So many. Guys, how many times have they printed Blue Dragon Shield? Include promos.
Yeah, let us know down in the comment section below. But to be fair, when it first came out, it did need that reprint.
Yeah.
And then they overdid it.
And now they're overdoing it some more.
Exactly.
You get a Blue Dragon Shield. You get a Blue Dragon Shield. You have anything else for Dragon World?
That's all me. What you got, if you have any?
Nothing.
Nothing. Next world.
Ooh.
What world we got?
Dungeon World.
Dungeon World. I got something for Christian. What was it?
Gotta say, number of cards, there are only 4 new cards.
But all of them fantastic.
All of them are
All of them are fantastic. I didn't really want to make my list too long, so this episode would be like 3 hours longer type deal. But I do have one card for Christian. It's Demon Lord's Controller, Chaos Dungeon Constructor. First off.
The triggering.
Pissed. It's not a construct.
It's got construct in its name,
secondly,
and it's not a construct.
Secondly, I understand. It'd be busted. But it's a great card. It's basically bots. Basically, when it enters, you can... I believe it's just tutoring from deck, right? Tutoring from deck is size 3.
No, it's from hand.
Oh, it's from hand?
Fair
enough.
Actually, it's not limited to size. Demon Lord or Chaos of any size and reduce them to 0. That's pretty good.
Just for 1 gauge, mind you. Just for 1 gauge. Just amazing. And you still have to pay their cost.
And it's got a second skill.
It has a second skill?
If you have 3 or more monsters on your field, not hard. This card gets Penetrate.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh, also, I'm going to throw something out. Just checking, make sure this combo works. Because he just specifies when he enters the field, not how.
Yeah. So you
throw him in Mother Dragon.
I was still thinking bots.
Yeah.
Use bots skill, bring him out, and then drop down like Thora.
But also throw him in Mother Dragon. Make him a size 0. Play a Mother Dragon from your hand. Make it a size 0. And now he's got Penetrate, and everything's got Penetrate, and your opponent will cry.
You and Mother Dragon, man.
I always want to see how you can break it, because like the deck's so close to being broken.
Did you just need that mother figure in your life or something?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I just think the deck's neat. I like spamming things as size 0s. It's my Neo's Y blood in me, dude.
Okay.
I'll talk about a Dungeon World card.
Yes, there's a fantastic spell. That's going to be delicious.
I'll talk about one spell. Unfreezing. I like
That's not the card I thought you
No, I know. No, you get that one.
I don't.
Okay, I'll talk about both then. Fine.
Yeah.
I really like unfreezing, and it's kind of bittersweet because like I'd love it even more if it was in basically any other world. Because like Dungeon World's gonna see so much use out of it, but I don't play very many decks out of Dungeon right now.
For now, but now you will.
So it's pay a life. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck, put 1 from among them into your hand, and put the others at the bottom of the deck in any order, once per turn.
Not bad, not bad.
It is not bad. It's not getting you any sort of plus in card advantage or anything, but it lets you dig through your deck really easily.
Somewhat, a little bit.
It's a good filler card at the very least, and I think some decks will see a lot of use out of it. Others will be like, why would I run this?
Exactly. Now this other spell, though, the one
one
that I think a lot more people will be playing.
The best spell. Let's see. As it's loading, there we go. Secret Spikes.
Secret Spikes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Can only be casted if a monster on your field is destroyed, correct?
Yep.
Pay 1 gauge, destroy a monster in a spell.
Destroy a monster with 5,000 or more power,
Yes,
which
that's
more and more is all monsters.
there.
And then destroy a spell on your opponent's field.
It's nice.
Yeah, it is pretty nice.
Best part, it's a trap.
It is a trap. I mean, at the very least, even if you don't get any use for the spell kill, 5,000 or greater is basically anything in the game. It's like a reverse Pillar of Fire
Right.
on destruction.
Right.
It's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
And it's a trap, again. That has
trap.
so much utility
trap.
to it. All right, on to generics.
I don't really have anything. I know you want to talk about a certain edgelord of sorts.
Yeah, Abigail. Let's go. Abigail is super interesting. Now, these are like buddy monster versions of them. None of them have their OG archetypes on them, so they're just buddy for their attributes.
Yep.
Which kind of sucks sometimes, but like, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's a 2/1/1, but spoilers, you're never going to play this to the field. Increasingly, generic monsters are cards that never enter the field.
Anymore.
Like the size 0 Guru.
Right.
Yeah. So counteract. Choose a monster on your opponent's field, and you may discard this card from your hand. If you do, put the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck into the drop zone, and for this turn, the chosen card gets -1 crit for each monster among them. Then, if all cards were monsters, destroy that card.
Ooh. Oh, that's good. That's a spicy meatball right there.
There's a lot of utility with it. You can use it just for the defense to try and get some minus crits, or you can destroy the card. And again, it's card, so you can target Leviathan items. You can even, I don't know the ruling of this.
Wait. Why would you use it against Leviathan?
Well, not Leviathan itself. One of the items in the deck, I meant.
But why would you use it against that deck?
Well, maybe they got their Excalibur out and it's about to swing for game. You're like, aha, I discard this, and you go woof woof, and
But
you
it's
get minus.
their deck, right?
What?
It's their deck that mills, right?
Yeah.
You're playing against swords.
Desperate times, man.
It's like, what monster are you gonna get off of that?
Point is, it's a really versatile card. The other card that is probably my favorite out of the entire set. Yeah, I'm saying that. I really like Loyalty.
Oh, you just like the reference to Kendrick.
Sometimes.
Loyalty.
Yes. But no, it's a great card. I like versatility in my generic cards. That is the theme you'll get off of this. Pay a gauge. Counter. Choose and use one of the following 3.
Impressed me.
For this turn, the next time damage would be dealt to you, it's reduced by 2.
That's
okay.
good. That's pretty good.
Put a soul from a monster on the field into the drop zone.
That's nice. That's nice.
And for this turn, your opponent cannot call more than 3 monsters.
Suck it, Chaos.
Oh, so the first one's good for keeping you alive.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
The second one's good because it can kill a soul, which can be used aggressively or defensively. And remember,
for that.
It's still a counter.
I don't have a song.
No. And then the third skill is just a hard screw over some decks. So, like, that's going to be a great sideboard card going into this fall.
We'll see. We'll see what the meta turns out to be to see if it really ends up being that way. Hopefully it is. Hopefully.
I wish we had access to it when we were down at regionals, but no.
Right, it's just calling monsters, right?
Yeah.
It would have been better if it was just like adding cards to field.
All right, Hero
Gonna
World.
be broken. Hero. What's after Hero World?
Katsuno World.
Katsuno World.
Look, one we actually have cards to talk about.
Ooh, Katsuno World. All right, what do we got here? What do we got here? I'm going to talk about its reprint, or probably the best reprint. Share this clear serenity, that's nice and it's cool and all. But we over with that. But Demon Way Akisuguru? I'm sorry. But we all know what it does. Pay a gauge, mill the top 2 cards of your deck, draw a card. If you have 10 or more cards in drop, draw another. Gosh, I needed more of it. I need this reprint.
That's the card you should have bought out the market on, man.
No, man.
50 of them.
No, that would
never need.
It would have been too much. It would
Never
need
need
too much. What else do I got? I got Futon Tengu Draft. When I first saw this card, I misread it because I thought I was grabbing a size 1 from drop, even though it's just bouncing a size 1 on field, which is still good. It's a
combos.
It's a nullify, and then you can bounce a size 1 or less on the field. Best part, it doesn't have to be on your field. So you can bounce one of your opponent's cards back to their hand.
But I'm going to use it to bounce my own things.
Yes, you are. We all know.
Oh.
Then we got, what's his name? Oh, Jesus. I'm going to skip him. I'll come back to him. Ninja Arts Vapor Crow. More water.
More water. That's all you care about.
More water, baby. Basically, pay a gauge. You can bounce a size 3 back to hand, which could be cool. Say your cannon has no souls and they're trying to get rid of it because they know you're going to do shenanigans. And then its other skill basically reduces, for the turn, damage by 1, which is going to be awesome. And it's a water. Did I say that before? I don't think I said that. It's a water.
Some nice hydrating H2O.
That Fiji, baby. And then we got the new form of Zeon. I've been waiting for this Zeon for so long.
He's such a spicy card.
I've been waiting ever since water finally became good.
Because you've experimented with playtesting teched-in copies of like OG Zeon?
Inverse.
Inverse, okay. And this is
the only reason why I did that is because we knew about this card.
Yeah.
This 5 World Builders. And I'm like, this is the card. It's going to be lit. And then we never got it.
So what's cool about this card is he takes Zeon's effects and inverse Zeon's effects. And
let's just say in our own conversations, they got a little bit more X-rated. A little bit more X-rated.
We're fans of this card. Both of us are.
Yes.
Would you like the honors of telling them what to do?
No, I'll give that to you. Right. I've talked a lot in content. I'll let you talk a little bit.
He's got 6,000 power. Pretty good. Pretty good. 4-hole crit. 1,000 defense. Not a surprise. Not a surprise.
The typical Zeon effect.
Thankfully, he is an Omnilord. I hate when they release new Omnilords that aren't Omnilords. I'm like, what are you guys doing?
Well, the only real card that's done that is Mazeria because it's Mazeria. And the thing about if they did that, imagine every world having access to a reset.
But they're going to have access to this one, man.
Yes,
so good.
True.
Pay a gauge and a life for his call cost.
Okay.
Not bad. And remember, if you're playing it in Skull Warriors or Water, you've got access to the card that will reduce that to just a life.
It doesn't matter where you play it because it reduces it in general.
Right. During the battle that this card is attacking alone, your opponent cannot use counter. That's free now. It used to cost a gauge to activate that. But they didn't get rid of his you can pay a gauge to do something effect.
What to
act? You may pay 1 gauge. If you do, for this turn, this card gets plus 2,000 power. Nice to hit over some walls.
Now he's inversed.
And penetrate.
Oh, gee. Nani? It's
really good.
I feel like you're going to see a lot of, at least Katana World decks running this card, at least at 1 copy, just because of that.
4 crit, penetrate, that can't be countered.
Ooh-wee.
He's good. He's really good.
You have anything else for Katana World?
I do. I got to talk about that Tsukikage because I've been waiting months patiently for it, and I haven't been expressing my hype for it like I have been for Asmodai supports, but I just got to share. I love this card. 5/2/1, size 1, pay a gauge, Nano Machine Flash Step. When this card enters the field, put up to 1 Ninja Arts from your drop zone into your hand. So basically, my entire Ninja deck, now that I'm getting this support, and I've gotten both of the promos I've been waiting for forever, one being Driven to Disorder Box Stop, or the other being Participation Prize for Regionals. I'm building this deck. Basically, it's all about recycling them ninja arts, baby. You toolbox them out, then you keep going up. Each turn, I get back a defense card. Each turn, I get back that nano machine body replacement, or that card that brings back my ninjas anyways. Like, they become...
Tengu kit.
And then I slap that down, and then I bring him back to hand, and then I slap him down again, and I just,
Dang, man.
The cycling. It just becomes a deck of cycling, and I really think it's fun.
Ooh, that's a good one, man.
That's a good one. All right, I'm done.
You're done? All right, what's the next world?
Next world's Legend World.
All right.
All dwells are rare.
Wait.
All dwells are rare.
Whoa. Before we get that, I forgot about a card for Christian for the dual world.
Oh.
He wanted me to talk about this great spell, Heaven and Earth, because it helps you do the whole size 2 Missouri thing. Christian, it's a beautiful card. I like it. There's its cameo. Back to what you were saying.
All dwells are rare.
It's about, I needed another reprint of All the Wall. Why couldn't you guys do that instead of Blue Dragon Shield? Because let's be real, All the Wall's used more.
Yeah.
All the Wall's used more.
Actually, Legend World got some of the best reprints, because you got that reprint.
You got that reprint.
Symbol Guard.
Symbol Guard, Brethren Guard.
Yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah. Could have used a Holy Grail, maybe.
We don't speak of this card here. We do not speak of this card.
That's a pretty solid lineup of relatively expensive or hard to get cards.
Yes. Other Legend World cards. What else do I got? I got Spring Breeze Bringer Sylph.
Such a manly card.
Oh, so manly. The manliest of manly cards. Oh, why just the calls are getting better. It's so nice to see. Oh, it's so nice to see.
Yeah? Are you stalling?
So nice.
What did she do? I do have her pulled up.
Oh, she's so sexy too. The foiling.
Oh, that's all he cares about.
It's the foiling. But she's a great card. Jacob, tell the people.
2/1/2. Counteract. During your attack phase, you may discard a card from your hand. Discard. If you do, for this turn, monsters on your field get +1 crit. And it's for the turn. What is this? Dual golems?
Yes. No, just think about that. The last time we got a Sylph that could potentially bring herself to like 13 crit, some nonsense like that. Now it has an additional crit on top of that.
But wait.
Penetrate.
It's got another skill.
Nani?
Yeah. When this card is discarded from your hand, what is this, an all duel? For this turn, a monster on your field gets penetrate. That's not too relevant, but...
Or is it?
The
first skill is what really brings the whole thing together. I've been waiting for this card so I can amp up my messed up deck that it is. But eventually. And this next card.
And let's not forget, it is a fairy. Which
is and a wider.
Yep.
But now, the most important card to be printed in this, for Legend World at least. Eldarin's Ring. Oh, this nullify the attack and cast causes discard, right? Or does it just in the nullify spell?
Nullify the attack. Then you may discard a card from your hand. Oh. And if you do, draw a card and gain a life.
Oh, you basically drag an Emperor Legend with an All-the-Wall in that card.
Discard All-the-Wall.
Gain a gauge and draw a card, and then...
Wait, I think All-the-Walls gain a life and draw. Is she?
Gauge.
Is it Gauge?
Gauge.
I get her mixed up.
It's Gauge.
All right.
Because that's why... what card? Because Leviathans is discard a card and pay a gauge for a skill, I'm pretty sure. You use All-the-Wall to basically nullify the fact that you just did that.
Mm-hmm. You're right. So it's a Dragon Emperor Legend after a discard 1.
Yep.
And let's not forget...
2 draw.
You got a lot of synergy with a lot of cards, not just All-the-Wall.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what would have really made it broken is if it was a hero as well.
Hey, okay, calm down. We don't need those combos.
Yeah.
Those combos are busted.
Yeah.
We don't need that. We don't need it. Do I have anything else for Legend World? Oh, yes, of course. Come on, can't forget about your boy. Yes, I have another boy here. The new Count Dawn.
You know what's funny? You know who I had pulled up to talk about?
The new Count Dawn?
Yeah. Not very exciting.
It's not very exciting, but it's still a nice card. It's basically OG, but instead of paying a life to bring him back on the field during the beginning of your Yeah, beginning of your turn. You pay a gauge to add it back to hand, which in turn makes it a what card? What card for Purgatory Knights? Needle Claw, in a sense. Basically makes it a Needle Claw almost.
He's pretty cool. I like him.
It's good. I feel like he's. If you're running a Boomerang-esque card, you might be running this just because it's there, or if you just have the gauge ramp, you know, maybe throw it into water. You know, get some.
Oh, but Dalton,
size heroes. What?
we got to move on.
What world's next?
Magic World.
Before that, I have to talk about a box stopper.
Oh.
Because before we hit into the deliciousness that is Magic World, this box stopper, Killer Order. I've been waiting for this card.
Oh, we're talking about box stoppers now? Fake out.
But Killer Order.
But fake out.
Killer Order.
But fake out. But buddy option.
Why would you say such a horrible card when we talking about two great cards?
Guys, let us know in the comments what the best of the 4 box stoppers is.
Magic World.
Magic World.
Magic World. All right. First off, we got to talk about Never Say Never's being reprinted.
Again.
Yes, again.
Again.
It's only going to be its 3rd one, though.
Yeah.
It's no Nice One. Wait a minute. Nice One's getting reprinted, too. Woo-wee!
Is it the shade art again? I can't tell if that's just like a placeholder. Or...
It might just be a Nah.
No, I think it actually is. That's a shame because I really wanted the trial deck art so I could actually get that in foil.
No, I was really just hoping it was going to be the Plague version.
Oh, that would be pretty dope. Ooh, and then they just throw Plague into its attributes. We're like, wait, what?
Oh God, please don't tempt me with the brokenness of that already.
All right, so let's talk about
other cards. Right.
I'll pick one that I know we both like. So we're going to talk about Sephiroth's Lecture.
Scry. I'm sorry, I'm using magic terms. Scry the top 2. Choose one to add to hand and put the other one into the gauge as a counter.
As a counter that only requires you to have used a spell during this turn.
You know, I'm going to cast me a Nice One. Now I'm going to use Saffron's Lecture, and yeah.
It's such a good card. It really is.
It's beautiful.
You know, I'm going to like it in a lot of 72 Pillars decks. You're going to
I'm gonna mess around with it in Plague.
But the real winner for this card, the deck that's really going to like it is Shadow Shades.
Oh.
Because they need to be able to consistently fuel spells into drop, right?
True.
So there you go.
True. Wait, why do they care?
Burn Wizards, man.
There you go. There you go. Now, a card that might work quite nicely with the last, Absolute Girl of the Concept, or whatever it
Again,
is.
Dalton likes his manly named cards.
Mary Sue.
First of all, that art, though.
That art is fantastic. The foiling is, too. Best part, she's free to call. Thank you, Jesus. It's a named ability, which is unfortunate, even though it'd be too broken otherwise.
Yeah.
When you cast a spell, draw a card. Well, I'm just going to cast a Nice One and draw 3 cards now. Just so. It's the closest thing you're going to get to, what is it, Chaos Gear. But it's still quite nice. Don't get it wrong. It's a nice card. Not the greatest stats, obviously. But who cares? You're really using it for the draw power. Mm-hmm. All right.
And it's a good wizard. You know how rare that happens?
It's a good wizard.
You got to take what you can get when you're playing wizards.
Right.
All right, I can't wait any longer, man.
I don't care.
I can't wait any longer.
Fine.
It's your boy Osmode!
Why'd you say boy? I thought he was daddy.
It's your man. Size 1, Osmode, I thank you. Making him a size 1, that's what I want to see. 72 Pillars, 5/1/1, Charismagic. When this card enters the field, flip 2 monsters with different names from your drop zone, face down, shuffle them. Oh no, I'm having Dangerous Fuse flashbacks here. But you get to choose, makes it good. And your opponent chooses one from among them, and you call the chosen card by your opponent, or your opponent choose, and you call it by paying its call cost. So the
All right. Now, before you go on,
Yeah.
now talk about the other card that synergizes well with this.
oh no, not okay, fine.
Come on, you have to.
He's a little gimmicky, but he's still really good. All right, let's pull him up. It's your boy Rusafel,
bringing the band back together.
4/2/4, size 2.
Ooh.
When this card is destroyed, put the top card of your deck into your gauge and gain a life.
Oh,
Cute.
That's cute. That's cute.
When this card enters the field by card effects, for this turn, this card gets double attack. Okay. There are a lot of ways to bring him to field by effect, so that's not
good.
bad.
That's good.
If it entered the field by the effect of a card with Osmodai in its name,
Oh, no.
for this turn, this card gets triple attack instead.
Ooh, mommy.
All I'm saying is you get this guy to triple attack, you're playing Someone's Great Barrier, you also have Overturn Osmodai on field, activate his Overturn, make him 5 crit triple attack with Penetrate. I think your opponent needs to scoop at that point.
Ha. Rest.
What is this, dual golems?
Rest. All right, now we get into the real meat and potatoes here. The thing that's going to break Plague. I'm not going to talk about the boss card just because it's a nice card, but it's not the thing that makes the deck better. It's the size zeros and the 2 spells. Let's talk about the one card that I know Jacob's going to like seeing. What is it? Cognesis Weakening Gas?
Yeah.
That you can tech into any Magic World deck.
I think this is Darian's favorite card.
No, don't do that. Don't do that to the people, man.
No.
Don't do that to the people. As a counter spell, cast, choose a monster in your opponent's field, and then each time that monster attacks, destroy a gauge and deal 1 damage to your opponent. And then it has something with the soul as well.
Yeah, if it's in the soul of a plague, your opponent's cards get -1/-1.
Which is still good.
Yeah, that's pretty
But
good.
it's really about this first skill.
You can do so much damage in plague with that.
Oh, yes. Oh, I see you have a Hextopple bots ready to swing, and you only have 6 life. And I happen to have 12.
I have 1 sadness with this card, though. I thought it would be a really good Tekken card, right? Then I saw that it requires you have a plague on the field. No!
It's okay.
You set the plague set.
It's okay. You just run the set spell.
Yeah.
Just run the
It
set
can
spell.
work. The jank can work.
It could still work. It could still work. Oh, the card Enigma Virus. Now I'm blanking on it.
Load.
I know it cannot be removed from Soul. Also, if Soul's removed from a plague on your field, deal 1 damage to your opponent. But it's its base.
Counter. For this turn, if you have a plague item on your field, your opponent cannot call monsters by card effect.
That's what it was. It's the screw over to auto deities.
Screws over auto deities, almost
72
generic
pillars.
chaos. Oh no, not my 72 pillars, man. There's a lot you can do with that.
Oh yes, there's a lot with it. It's a great kind of
It's kind of
sense hate card.
I get
It's
the
not a hate
same
card.
feeling from it that I did when we first got Invitation to Death Crown, where I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, there are going to be so many decks that are just going to be terrified of this thing.
Right. Oh, and it's a good card. Don't get it wrong. It's a good card. All right, now we get into the size zeros, the sexy guys. Ooh, got
The only part of
Death
Plague that matters.
Right. Death Plague Caster Mordal. Excellent card. It's a double rare and a secret. Basically, at the beginning of your opponent's turn, put a card from your hand into a soul of a plague on the field. You have to do it, and then you draw a card. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that is really
Oh,
good.
it's fantastic.
I mean, the timing on it is a little bit slow, but it's Plague.
Oh, not really.
Like,
It's
in any other deck, a cycle 1 into Soul and draw 1, I would not say would be worth waiting till the opponent's next turn, but it's Plague,
Yeah, man.
you know?
You got to. What's the other one? And then Chaos Parvo. Pay a gauge, put the top card of your deck into its soul. It gives -1/-1 to all cards on your opponent's field, or just monsters. And then the souls on the plague cards on your field cannot be removed.
Yep.
Oh, so good. It's needed.
Oh, also, guys, there's a Joe in here. Joe. Silhouette, yeah. Silhouette Joe is actually getting a card in here. They remembered Shadow Shades exist.
What Joe do? Is he good?
I don't know.
Is he even relevant?
I just saw his image. I'm like, oh, that's Joe. I forgot Joe was in this. 6/1/2. Put a spell from your drop zone into this card's soul and pay 2 gauge. If you have another originally size 2 or greater Magic World monster on your field, reduce this card's size by 2. So size 0 with Soul Guard with double attack.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
It's a nice little Tekken, I guess.
Yeah.
Using Tekkens.
Yeah.
Yay, Shadow Shades.
Yeah. And is that it for Magic World?
Yeah, that's
Yeah. All right, so we move on to our final world, Star Dragon. Well, if you guys like this video,
whoa! I got one thing to hate on Bushi about.
Okay.
Remember this. Well, I got 2 things. First up, I hate how you did the secret packs. That's me. Just because of the whole 5-wheel builder secret packs. I don't want to do it. I want the spell one so bad.
I want the shiniest Dragon Emperor Legends, man.
Is that it? Dragon Emperor Legends not even in that.
Is it?
No, it is. It is.
Yeah, it is. I'm like, I swear, I saw it.
It is, but I'm thinking of the ring and what's the other card? Futon Tengu Draft.
Futon Tengu Draft, Drago Deflect, Sephiroth's Lectures.
Oh, and that
Dragon Emperor Legend and Elunit's Ring.
What?
What's in the monster one? I actually haven't looked.
The monster one has Tenbu, Duliager,
Mary Sue, Tsukikage,
and
Dual Seeger, and Sylph.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Which I can deal without, obviously. And then lastly, Christian, I'm sorry. Gonna have to censor me. But you, Bushi.
What they do?
They introduced another rarity. I'm sick of this.
Every set needs its own rarity.
Yeah, you had the elegant rares and level up. You had
the character rares.
Character rares and driven to disorder.
And what's this one?
Infinite rare or infinity rare. Sure,
I got 350 rare.
350 rare. Sure, it's only 1 card, but it's like you could have just made it an SP.
You could have just made it an ER again. Remember ER's Bushi?
No.
You could have made it a CR.
Oh, don't do that either, because obviously there was no characters on it. But it makes no sense. It could have just been an SP and would have been fine.
Yeah.
Also, get rid of the borders on the SPs. But that's the point.
Anything?
That basically wraps up my little thing. Do you have anything that you disliked about this set? Besides Darkness Dragon support?
I wish there was more for me in this. Like, I was really stretching for some of the cards in here. I'm like, that's neat. But really, like, this is the first time I'm truly, absolutely only buying singles.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Or trading.
We'll see. Yeah, that pretty much that wraps it up. Comment down below cards that you really liked in this set. Maybe just hate on our card selection if you like. Remember, it's just our opinion. It's what we like. Like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell to get the notifications, though.
Oh.
Join our Discord. Talk to us. Talk to everybody on it. It's pretty litty.
One more thing.
Follow us on what?
I just realized this is the last time we'll do a set review of an X set.
Don't worry, we got X2.
X2. X2 Electric Boogaloo.
Follow us on Instagram. We post somewhat on the daily. I don't know. Jacob would know more about that. Check out our shop. Buy some merch of some sort, you know? Anything else from you, Jacob?
Nah, I'm just ready to go home.
Too bad. Above all else, keep it classy, yo.
Thanks for listening to TCG Buzz. New episodes can be found on tcgbuzz.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. For box openings, deck profiles, and more, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.